Good afternoon, everybody. Live from Ice World in Edgewood, Maryland. It's the matchup we've all been waiting for. With the Calvert Hall Cardinals MIAA season on the line, they look to upset your Mount St. Joseph Gaels. I'm your lead broadcaster, Aviv Glazer, ready to bring you on this journey today. Mount St. Joe's is 4-0 and undefeated in the MIAA, and looking to clinch their spot in the championship game with a win today. The one thing that stands in their way is the Calvert Hall Cardinals, who have upset Spalding in their last meeting and need to beat the Gaels in the next two meetings to even have a poke at the division. If the Cardinals pull this off, they will meet Spalding again, where if Calvert Hall wins, they will clinch the #1 seed. The date is set in stone for February 12, 2026 at 6 p.m. The A-Conference Finals will be played at Piney Orchard. The question is, who will be playing for the MIAA title? It's the Gaels and the Cardinals next. The lines for your Mount St. Joseph Gaels are as said. On the one line at left wing, it's number 3, the junior Cole Zorin. At center, number 15, Ryan Curry. At right wing, number 23, Eric Beta. On the two line, it's center, number 8, Aaron Warner. At left wing, number 10, Luke Fellin. And at right wing, number 19, Ty Byrne. On the three line, it's going to be number 16, Jackson Powell at center. Playing at right wing, it's number 12, Jackson Krieger. And playing at left wing, number 20, Liam Dietz. And on the four line, at left wing, it's a mix between Stephen Delaney and Carter Schultes. And at center, number 9, Aiden McIntyre. And at right wing, number 2, Jeff Wilson. The defensive pairings are looking like this. At the one left defenseman, senior captain Jake Borman. On right defense, number 26, Graham Mumford. On the two-line defenders, it's left defenseman Jackson Camden and right defenseman Chase Sanchez. On the three-line defense, it's Connor Shahady, who wears number 4 on the left, and on the right, Mason Torbert, who wears number 7. And in between the pipes, the 10-1 goaltender wearing number 31, Nathan Carr. This season, Carr's got a .920 save percentage, a career high, and was an all-star for the MAPHL. Calvert Hall coming off of a close 4-3 win against Spalding, which gave them their MIAA berth this season. As leading them in points is Michael Tanton, who's a defenseman. He's got 3 goals and 8 assists on the season. Behind him is Connor McCluskey, who's got 7 goals and 3 assists. For the Gaels, it's Ryan Curry, who's got 14 points with 7 goals, 7 assists. Also Eric Beta with 5 goals and 6 assists. Goaltender Braden Jones, who has 5-5 on the season with an .885 save percentage and a 3.80 goals against average. It looks like Jones will get the start tonight for the Cardinals, who, if fall, will be playing in a semifinal match against Spalding. With 1 minute remaining in this pre-game, it's the Cardinals and the Gaels next. As the clock strikes 0, the first period of play just seconds away. playing for the division. The first of 2 meetings between these 2 teams. Next week, they will meet at the Ice Gardens. But the focus is right now. Braden Jones versus Nathan Carr. For maybe a spot in the finals. Captain Jack Tanton is on with Braden Taylor, Aiden Twohy, Ronan Evans. But for the first time tonight, live from Ice World, the first period of play begins right now with a face-off win by Calvert Hall, kicking back to the left near boards. Or actually far boards. Mount St. Joe's will keep it in. Slowing it down, it looks like it's Curry. Back up top, shot is blocked. Borman now plays it from the right side. Slowing it down, Curry behind the net. Goes out for Zorin. Zorin up top for Borman. Borman fires on net, saved by the pad. Puck loose, it's still there, and Calvert Hall will get it out into the neutral zone. Calvert Hall winding out from the left, a beautiful move. Keeping it there as he gets fired on it and blocked in front. Now behind the net. Going out on a tough angle, saved and kicked out as Calvert Hall plays it in the neutral zone. Carrying it down and into the left side. Just 14-15 remains in this first period of play. Going in the neutral zone, a rush here from Mount St. Joe. Slowing it down, looking for a path, not able to land as a huge hit is landed on Aaron Warner. Puck's cleared all the way back down behind the net of Nathan Carr. Back to the right side, it looks like it's Fellon to play it. Fellon gives it away, Calvert Hall keeps it in, back in the neutral zone, and a race for the Gaels. Back behind the net of Jones, playing it out on the near boards is Calvert Hall. As heavy congestion, a turnover made. Fellon tries to keep it in, not able to. Here comes Calvert Hall, widening out from the right. Slowing it down, fires from a tough angle, and saved by Nathan Carr. With 13:39 remaining in this first period of play, this game could decide the number 1 seed in the MIAA. From the right side of Carr, face-off is won by Calvert Hall. Off the face-off, shot goes wide, and it's blocked in front. As they clear it all the way down, icing is called. As these 2 teams have had close matchups this season. From the left side of Nathan Carr. Face-off won by Calvert Hall, trying to keep it in. They're able to. From the blue line, back in the neutral zone as Mount St. Joe's playing rough hockey, trying to force a turnover. They do. Out to the right side, it's Camden. A one-touch on the net of Braden Jones, who plays the puck and kicks it out to the right side. Now contention deep behind the net. It's Fellon. Back in the neutral zone, it's going to be Calvert Hall on a rush of their own. Slowing it down from the left side, fires on it, saved by the pad of Carr and kicks off. Back now moving is Mount St. Joe's, intercepted by Calvert Hall. Widening out from the right side of Carr. Nice shoulder check as bodies go flying in the neutral zone. Calvert Hall retains possession with 12:40 remaining in the first period. From the right side, looking in the neutral zone, here comes Hall. Winding out from the left, nice check by St. Joe's. Now on the near boards, deep in the Hall zone. Back in the neutral zone again. Resetting is Calvert Hall. As a one-touch intercepted by Mount St. Joe's, it was going to be Dietz trying to play it, as it's cleared all the way down and in. A race forward is Krieger. As Calvert Hall gains possession in their own zone, now clearing into the neutral zone. St. Joe's clears it back down and in. A race for it, Dietz contests as the puck's cleared back into the neutral zone. Hall playing some pressure hockey here in the first period of play. Back in the Hall zone, resetting in front of the net of Braden Jones as they're going to move it boards to boards with 11:40 remaining in the first period. Behind the net, nice move by a Calvert Hall forward out in the neutral zone. Here comes Calvert Hall, walking in, winding out from the left side of Carr. Huge hit laid on the near left boards. Down in the left corner, moving to the slot, back pass here. On the left wing circle, fired on net, goes wide. Back to the right side, fired on net again, and it goes wide again. From the neutral zone, it's Calvert Hall trying to find a leading pass. They do. On the left boards, contention, huge hit. Back to the right side. Now it's Mount St. Joe's winding out here. A rush of their own. It's St. Joe's. Zorin offsides is called. As it was Ryan Curry who was offsides. Face-off upcoming from the left neutral zone closest to Braden Jones. As it's Ryan Curry on the face-off. Won by the Gaels. Now St. Joe's clears it down and in behind the net of Braden Jones. Falling down is Cole Zorin as Calvert Hall's trying to gain possession. Back out. Zorin on the right side looking for the slot as the one-timer by Eric Beta misses. Now from the right side, fired deep on the net of Nathan Carr as it goes behind the net, playing with about 10:30 remaining in this first period of play. From Ice World in Edgewood, Maryland. Heavy contestation looking for a pass-through contestation. It won't go. Here comes Calvert Hall starting a rush. Looking, fires wide right. A rebound chance, goes wide again. Now behind the net. Cleared out for Zorin on the near left boards. Zorin looks really long. He's got a man, but the pass on Beta's stick misses. Here comes Calvert Hall from the right side. Denenfelser fires, scores! Ian Denenfelser with a beauty. As Calvert Hall will strike first in this one. Ian Denenfelser. It was a tough angle where I couldn't tell if it went in or not. But after review, it definitely went in. Denenfelser gets today's start as Calvert Hall leads. Puck's cleared down. I didn't expect that on that tough of an angle. I guess it just got by Carr. Also, for you to know, they placed me in the back right corner of the rink, so I barely can see some of the ice as Calvert Hall takes possession in the neutral zone. Calvert Hall clears it out. Jeff Wilson on. As a check, here comes St. Joe. Throwing it down and in. As McIntyre contests. Into the neutral zone. Calvert Hall a one-touch. St. Joe gains possession again. Cleared all the way down. Icing's waved off because it was tipped. Twohy slows it down. Clears it out and around. St. Joe's looking to clear it in. Here we go. A rush from out St. Joe's. Looking for the long pass. It gets intercepted by Calvert Hall. Keeping it on the left side of Braden Jones. Trying to get it out. Wilson keeps. Wilson fires. Saved by the pad of Jones. Now Camden. Jackson Camden resets. As Shahady takes it himself in the neutral zone. Connor Shahady clears it down and in. Coming on the near boards. Felon chases. Now it's Twohy for Calvert Hall. In the bottom right corner, contested by Byrne as it's cleared all the way out. Icing will be called with 8:38 remaining in the first period. Calvert Hall leads on a tough angled shot by Ian Denenfelser, a former classmate of mine. Ty Byrne on. Face off for Aaron Warner from the right side of Braden Jones. Puck's drop. Warner wins it. Out up top. Torbert keeps it in. Torbert slows it down. In the slot. Fires blocked in front. Kicks off to the right side. Slowing it. Tough angle. It's Shahady. Shahady clears it down as it's intercepted. Not cleared out. Shahady keeps it in. Looking. Fired on net off the post. Because now it's going to be Warner playing on the bottom left corner. to the left side of Braden Jones. Calvert Hall can't get it out. Behind the net, slowing it down. Out in front, it was Warner looking for a guy. It was Byrne out in front, not able to land. Out in front again, another chance. It's Dietz, who contests in the bottom right corner, laying a hit. And the puck goes up and out with 8 minutes exactly left. It was actually Felon, not Dietz, who was on the ice. Powell to take the face-off from the right side of Jones. Powell can't win it as Calvert Hall takes it out and around. Clearing it all the way down, and icing is called. Face-off coming up from one of the sides of Jones again. Calvert Hall struck with an Ian Denenfelser beautiful wrist shot from the slot, which I at first didn't know if it went in. But after a second review, it definitely did. Jack Tanton on the face-off against Jackson Powell. Powell can't win it. Tanton off the face-off win behind the net of Braden Jones. Contestion by St. Joe's. Now here comes Tanton. Pass it to the neutral zone. It looks like it's Denenfelser. Fired on it, saved by the stick of Nathan Carr. A one-touch, nice lead here. It's going to be MSJ looking for a nice pass as it couldn't land for Dietz. Dietz lays a hit behind the net, racing forward, a one-touch. As it's Jackson Krieger playing the puck. Now in the zone of Calvert Hall, it's intercepted by MSJ, but taken right back by Calvert Hall with Tanton, makes a beautiful move. Tanton looks for the cross as it won't land. Huge hit in the bottom right corner as the puck goes up and out. 7:06 remains in this first period of play. Calvert Hall leads 1-0. Will it stay that way? From the right side of Carr, won by Hall. From the blue line, fired on net, gets blocked in front, kicks off to the right side again. Slowing it down behind the net to Krieger. Clearing it out and around. St. Joe's trying to find their pass. They found it. Looking for the cross. It couldn't land. It was Eric Bita on the cross. That was blocked as here comes Ian Denenfelser, who's already scored once tonight. Or today. Denenfelser from the right side. As it gets blocked on his cross. Looking long, they're going to have a rush here. It's Mount St. Joe's widening out. Slowing it down, and offsides is called. It was Eric Bita who was offsides. Unlucky. Face-off upcoming from the right side of, or the right neutral zone of Braden Jones. Won by Calvert Hall, as into the neutral zone, it's Hall on a rush of their own. From the left side, slowing it down. Behind that, a Carr. Looking for a pass out, intercepted by St. Joe's. Moving it in the neutral zone. It's St. Joe's from the right side. Bita contested. Calvert Hall takes the puck right back. Curry to throw it in, intercepted by Calvert Hall again. Now it's Bita who takes it in himself. Calvert Hall takes the puck right back. As it's cleared all the way down. As MSJ resets, looking in the neutral zone, starting a rush of their own. A 3-on-3 building, cleared to the left side of Braden Jones. And net battle. Now back to the left boards, looking in the neutral zone. It lands on no one's stick. Icing is waved off with 5:30 remaining in the first period. Trying to move in the neutral zone. Pass won't land. It goes on the net of Braden Jones. Kicks off to the right side after Jones hits it with his stick. Puck's cleared all the way down. Shahady playing it in the neutral zone. Falls over. And now a chance for Calvert Hall. Fired on net. It goes wide. It's back up to the right side. Calvert Hall trying to find their openings on the right far boards. As that puck's one-touched into the neutral zone. Ian Denenfelser scoring his third goal of the season earlier in this one. That's the 1-0 lead for Hall. 5 minutes remain in this first period of play. 10 have gone by. It's been all Calvert Hall so far. Here comes a rush for St. Joe's. It's Jeff Wilson. Wilson behind the net, going out for Delaney on the boards. Out, an opportunity, one-timer. Goes high. Back now, Calvert keeps it in. Ty Byrne on. Intercepted by St. Joe's. A rush for it. Byrne to play the puck on the left side. Byrne gets checked without the puck as contested by both teams here. Shahady lays a hit. Byrne forces a turnover. Byrne from the left wing circle now from the blue line. Ty Byrne fired on net, blocked in front by Fellin. Kicks off to the left side. Denenfelser plays it. Contested by McIntyre. Puck's cleared all the way down, and icing will be called with 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in this first period of play. It's 1-0 Calvert Hall, playing for the division. From the left side, Warner on the faceoff. From the left to Jones, Aaron Warner loses it. Trying to grab the puck back as they're trying to keep it in, and they can't, as Byrne plays it in the neutral zone. Ty Byrne with 4 minutes remaining in the first period as they cleared all the way down and in behind the net of Braden Jones. Contestation on the far boards. It's Fellin now. Fellin on the left side. Now Calvert Hall takes it back. Calvert Hall. Warner contests. And it's out in the neutral zone as a huge hit was missed by Denenfelser. Cleared out again. Calvert Hall trying to take possession, not able to. St. Joe's is a huge open ice hit. Was landed by Calvert Hall as they walk in. Fired on net. Saved. Rebounder. And Carr is on top of it. Some pushing and shoving after play. Landing that huge hit was Ronan Evans. As a face-off upcoming from the right side of Carr. Won by Calvert Hall from the blue line. Fired on net, and Carr swallows it up. Face off from the right side of Carr. Puck's cleared all the way down. And now MSJ takes the puck back. Here comes MSJ in the neutral zone. A race for it, widening out the left. Looking for the blue line. Fired from the right wing circle. And it's saved by Braden Jones. An outstanding chance for Jackson Krieger. But he can't seem to bury it. It's Dietz, Krieger, and Powell on. From the left side of Jones, trying to tie the game here in the first period. Powell loses the face-off. Calvert Hall clears it down and in. Denenfelser was trying to be found long. The puck's cleared all the way in. Braden Jones comes out the net to play the puck behind the net. Cleared on the near boards. Denenfelser plays it in deep. Passes it back. Heavy contestation from St. Joe's from the blue line. Sanchez looks down low. He's got Dietz. Dietz, back door. Oh, it was Powell who missed. Slap shot goes wide. Now it's Sanchez. Blue line. Fakes. Dietz looks around. Back passes. He's got Camden. Camden fires. Goes wide barely. And it's cleared all the way out and around. Jackson Camden had a chance to tie the game there. Good pressure from MSJ there. That's what they needed with 2:20 remaining in the first period of play. Dietz mishandles the puck as it's cleared all the way down by Calvert Hall. Carr comes out the net to play it. Out to the left side now. Back as intercepted by Calvert Hall. As it's moved all the way to the far left boards. Now back into the neutral zone. With just 1:50 remaining in the first period of play, icing's called. It's 1-0 Calvert Hall with an Ian Denenfelser beauty from the slot. That at first didn't look like it went in, but it ended up landing. Face off coming up from the right side of Braden Jones. Curry, Zorin, and Bita on. Curry to take the face off. It's one. Now playing it low. Looking in the slot. Chance for Zorin. It gets blocked. Another chance as it's Curry down low. Shot gets blocked. Kicks off to the left boards. Eric Bita now. Slows it down from the slot. Fires. Backdoor almost tipped and goes in by Zorin. Now it's going to be out in front. A chance for Zorn as intercepted by Calvert Hall with 1:30 left to play in this first period of play. Hall's going to take it. Fired from way downtown on net. Carr saves it and kicks it out. Oh, a huge hit laid in the bottom right corner on the near boards. Now here comes Zorn, flicking it all the way out and around for Beta. Beta back steps, looks down low for Zorn as the referee gets in the way. Zorn slows it down and gets annihilated by number 21 as puck's moved on the left side of Jones. Now wraps around. Slowing it down with just 1 minute left to play in this first period of play. Intercepted by him out St. Joe's. Looking down low, chance is intercepted by Calvert Hall again. The puck can't be kept in. Beta with another turnover as another hit. Calvert Hall's playing very rough hockey today. Now here comes a chance for St. Joe's in the slot as it's intercepted. Looking for Jeff Wilson in the slot. A race for it down the left side. Playing it deep behind the Carr net. 30 seconds remain. Kicks out on the far left boards. Moving in the neutral zone, it's Calvert Hall with it. 20 seconds remain in the period. Huge open ice hit laid by Stephen Delaney as back in the neutral zone, still with 7 seconds remaining in the period. And as time ticks down, this period will come to an end in favor of Calvert Hall. The score after 1-0 Calvert Hall leads. We'll be right back after this quick intermission. As Mount St. Joe's trails 1, it looks like Felon, Warner, and Byrne will start the second period. And for the second time tonight, live from Ice World in Edgewood, Maryland, the second period of play begins right now with a face-off win by Calvert Hall, who takes it out to the left, slows it down as poke checked. Ian Denenfelser was moving it out and around as the puck appeared into the neutral zone. Denenfelser plays it on the far left boards. Denenfelser walks in from the left wing circle, slows it down behind that. Huge hit laid as it's cleared back down and in, playing it by captain Jake Borman. Borman clears it out into the neutral zone. Calvert Hall takes possession again. Just 30 seconds into this period, and you see the difference in speed. Both teams are playing. You see Calvert Hall playing very fast-paced, and Mount St. Joe's just lacking right now. Faced as they take it off from the right side, it's Denenfelser behind the net, looks out in front. It gets saved by Carr and kicks out to Felon's stick. Looking out in the neutral zone, it's Ty Byrne racing to play the puck. As Byrne goes down on the ice, he's slow to get up. He's not getting up, and a whistle as Ty Byrne is down and not getting up. He was hit by Denenfelser and another player. on the far boards, as we'll be back after this. Ty Byrne is up and off the ice, skating to the bench. It looks like he has a glove off. He did have an injury earlier this year, which caused him some time. Injuries really killed the team earlier in the year, so hopefully Byrne isn't severely injured. From the right neutral zone, or left neutral zone, closest to Braden Jones. Face off to be taken, as it looks like Byrne is walking over on the bench. Now Calvert Hall after a face-off wing, keeping it in their own zone. From the far right boards, MSJ forces turnover, looks out in front, opportunity, puck's loose and taken right back by Calvert Hall. Given away, fired on net, saved by Braden Jones, and kicks off to the left side. Now slowing it down, it's going to be Calvert Hall clearing it out and about, as it's going to be Camden to play it. Camden contested, given away to the Cardinals. Beta gets hit on the near boards. It's heavy contention right now. Puck's cleared all the way out as it's taken away by Calvert Hall, who walk in from the right side, taken away by Mount St. Joe's. Given away, out in front, fires, and he shoots over the net completely. A beautiful chance for the Cardinals to maybe go up two. Here comes Mount St. Joe's now. A 2-on-2 building. Beta on the rush. Widening out from the top. Zoran's shot gets blocked. Now here comes Camden. Camden from the left side, slowing it down, back deep. As it's Camden looking out and around. No one there to contest on the boards. As it goes out in the neutral zone, here comes Calvert Hall, trying to build a 2-on-1 maybe. What a move, but taken away by Liam Dietz, who clears it out and around. Calvert Hall takes possession. A tipped puck goes wide right and cleared on the boards and out and away. Here comes Mount St. Joe's, though. Dietz winding out to the right, looking for a pass cross ice, not able to land. Someone off the bench comes on and grabs it. It's going to be Curry, I do think, clearing it down low. Chance here. Dietz, puck's taken away. Back up top for Mumford. Back down low on the left side. Looking for a pass out in front as the shot goes wide and puck's being contested off to the left boards, now into the neutral zone. Puck's moved off to the right, cleared all the way out as icing is called. With 11:58 remaining in the second period, Calvert Hall does lead 1-0 from the right side of Braden Jones. Curry on the faceoff. Actually, it was Powell on the faceoff from the right one. Now it's back in. Calvert Hall takes possession, but Powell takes it right back. Borman at the blue line, fired on net, tipped. Back out in front now, kicks off behind the net. Calvert Hall takes possession again, as the puck's moved behind the net. Calvert Hall moves it to the left side and clears it out and about. A one-touch. Icing's waved off. Racing forward is Torbert. Torbert slows down the left boards. He's checked by Denton-Felser. Now it's going to be Borman clearing it out and around and out of the zone. Puck's now moved from the right side. Now it's Calvert Hall in the neutral zone. Trying to do something with it. Kicks off to the left, now on the near right boards. Chance fired on a tough angle off the iron. Another second chance as it's glove save by Nathan Carr as he kisses the top corner of the post, which just kept this game at 1-0. Face-off upcoming from the right side of Nathan Carr. Curry on the face-off. As it's won by Mount St. Joe's. Camden plays it on the near right boards. As Curry plays it looking long, pass won't land with 10:48 remaining. Now a chance here. It's Cole Zorin as he gets checked off the puck. It clears off to the right side, and now here comes Calvert Hall with a rush of their own. Taken right away by Ryan Curry. Curry can't seem to handle the puck. As it's taken right away by Calvert Hall. Hall winding out from the right, slowing it down. A chance here behind the net. Looking, wraps around, clears behind the net again. Slows it down from the left side. Looking in the slot. Chance is blocked. Puck is still loose. Now it kicks off to the left side. And now it's going to be Cole Zorin. Zorin winding out from the left, looking for a long pass. He's got Eric Bita. Bita racing forward on the right side. Heavy contention looking. Bita out in front for Zorin. As the puck gets cleared all the way out for Calvert Hall from the left side. Slows it down. A chance behind the net. Looking. Back up top to the blue line. From the right side, a one-touch intercepted by Camden, who's trying to start a rush of his own. Camden's tripped, and it looks like Mount St. Joe's will go on the advantage for the first time tonight. Trying to tie the game. Jackson Camden draws a big one. Face-off upcoming from the right side. The power play will go to work. It's one now. Cleared out by Calvert Hall already. The kill begins with under 10 minutes to play in the second period. Mount St. Joe's trying to start something here. It's the line of Shahady. Slowing it down with Krieger. Now here comes Warner from the left side. It's Aaron Warner. Warner keeps all alone. Oh, what a save by Braden Jones. A huge chance for Aaron Warner, who could have tied the game. As the puck was cleared all the way down. Now here comes Ty Byrne. Byrne from the left. Slows it down. Byrne stops. Fires on net. Gets blocked. Still there, and Calvert Hall clears with 1 minute remaining on this MSJ man advantage. Here comes Shahady, slowing it down. Shahady trying to find someone to move it to. He won't. He'll keep it himself. Shahady back on the left boards now. Up top, slowing it down, almost given away as they keep it in. It's going to be Warner looking out in front. Blocked from the blue line now. Shahady fires as it's saved and goes wide. Looking back down low again, it's Shahady from the boards. Now blue line. Shahady fires and saved by Jones. Puck is loose and it's cleared with 25 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Taken away by Calvert Hall. Fired shorthanded and saved by Nathan Carr as the power play is 15 seconds remaining. It's Camden. Now to one-touch Zorin. Intercepted by Hall and cleared down. The power play will come to an end. 0 for 1 on the day is Mount St. Joe's. Now Mount St. Joe's starts a rush. It's Ryan Curry. Intercepted by Zorin. Zorin from the right clears it down. Power play is fully came to an end. 7:34 remains in the second period of play. Fired on net, saved. Puck is actually blocked, not saved. As a race for the puck here. It's Jake Borman on that initial shot. Now off to the right side. Clearing it back to the left. Calvert Hall trying to start a rush in the neutral zone. They'll find a man. And cleared out and down. Behind the net is captain Jake Borman. Looking in the neutral zone. He's got Cole Zorin. Now taken back Eric Bita to Camden with 7 minutes remaining in this period. 1-0. Calvert Hall leads on a first period goal. Puck's cleared all the way down as A race for it on the left boards. Contention by both teams. MSJ trying to find their heartbreaker here. Has checked off the puck with Schultes. Off to the left, here comes Calvert Hall. Nice hit on the boards as Camden now plays it on the near boards, looking long in the neutral zone, trying to build a 3-on-2. Schultes out to the right, fired on net by Beta, and a glove save by Braden Jones. Face-off upcoming from the right side of Braden Jones with 6:20 remaining. One by Mount St. Joe's, fired on net off the face-off. It goes wide as slowing it down behind the net. Checked big time as still holding it there. Now it's out in the slot. Denfelser plays the puck. Cleared in the neutral zone. Borman clears it down and in as it's taken right back. Borman. Intercepted by Hall in the neutral zone with 5:40 remaining. So far, Mount St. Joe's being shut out and held to a goose egg. Calvert Hall keeps it in, but Jeff Wilson takes it back for Mount St. Joe's. Has intercepted, fired on it, a glove save by Nathan Carr. Still hunting for this game-tying goal is your Gaels. And with time ticking, it's only a matter of time. From the left side of Nathan Carr. Warner on the faceoff. Won by Mount St. Joe's. As it wasn't Warner, it was McIntyre. Off the face-off win. Contention on both sides. The puck is cleared out on the benches. From the right side of Carr. 5:22 remains in the second period. The puck is cleared, not out, as it gets carried on the blue line into Calvert Hall's hands. Taken right back off the shot. Sanchez clears it out on a one-touch as Calvert Hall takes it right back. As the puck is going to be taken by Calvert Hall deep in their own zone. Calvert Hall looks on the left boards, intercepted. Slowed down from the right side. McIntyre down low as a chance back door is blocked. Slowing it down behind the net. It's Ty Byrne. Byrne on the right side. Clears it up top to the blue line. Byrne, right wing circle, looks for the slot, not able to land. Now Camden fired, blocked in front. Puck is loose. It looks like a race for it. Can't find anything. As Camden now plays it in deep from the left side. 4:30 remains in the second. Trailing one is Mount St. Joe's. On the far left boards. It's intercepted, one touched, out in front of the net, and cleared all the way down. Icing will be called. 4:14 remains. And St. Joe's trails, looking for their eye-opening goal, as there's another player down for Mount St. Joe's. I do think it's Jackson Camden who just got up off the ice. It's off a really tough angle you really can't see. As I said earlier, they put me in the back right corner here at Ice World. Face-off upcoming from the right side of Braden Jones. Won by Calvert Hall. They clear it back behind their own net. It's Calvert Hall. Not able to get it out of the zone. A race for it. Now contention in the slot. Krieger shot. It goes up. Back down to the left side after the save as Torbert on the boards. Now moved out and around. Fired into the neutral zone. Now all the way on net. Icing's waved off. Carr one touches it. Back behind the net. He's got a man. It's Shahady. Shahady looking for a long pass. It won't land in the neutral zone. Now it's Powell. Powell clears it on the boards. Huge reverse hit laid by Jackson Powell with 3:30 remaining in the second. Now on the far left boards. Taking it. It's Krieger. Fires from a tough angle. It kicks off the boards. Back out Torbert from the right. Torbert throws it down low for Krieger. Krieger out in front of Chance, and the shot goes wide. Krieger contests. As Krieger one touches it, keeps. Jackson Krieger gives the puck away here. Now Calvert Hall takes the puck back. Hall clears it on net. Carr to play it. It's going to be Shahady. Shahady contested by Dietz. Dietz a one touch in the neutral zone with 2:50 remaining. Puck's cleared down. Torbert plays the puck in deep. Mason Torbert. Beautiful move. Torbert goes to the neutral zone. One touch back and forth. It won't land. Denenfelser now starting a rush of his own. Denenfelser from the left looking out in front. Almost a beautiful chance for Ian Denenfelser trying to score a second of the night. Slap shot way downtown. His glove saved by Nathan Carr. Face-off upcoming from the right side of Nathan Carr. On the face-off is Ryan Curry from the right side of Carr. One back out for Captain Borman. Borman clears it out and around. Now it's Zorin. Zorin looking long. It's going to be Beta trying to get there, not able to. Calvert Hall with almost under 2 minutes to play in the second period. It's been all Cardinals in this one so far. On the near boards, contention for both sides. Slowing it down. Beta looks for Zorin. It won't land. Zorin contests in deep. Slowing it down on the near boards. Looking in the slot, he's got Zorin! Oh, and it's saved. It kicks off to the right side. Another backdoor chance is robbed by the post. It's Mumford looking down low. Puck is up and out. Face off coming up from the right side of Braden Jones. Curry wins it in the slot. It's Zorin. Wraps around looking. Backdoor chance as it kicks off. I guess it kicks off the goaltender. It goes out. Here comes Calvert Hall from the right side. It's the captain slowing it down. Tanton's checked behind the net by Jake Borman. Now poked again. Tanton. A beautiful move. Here comes Eric Beta forcing a 3-on-2. Now a 3-on-3 building from the right side. Back up top. Beta fires on net. It goes wide. Borman contests on the boards. Borman fires it down low. Intercepted by Calvert Hall. Calvert Hall from the right side there, Captain Tanton, as he gets checked by Borman. His shot goes wide. Denenfelser. The pass goes wide. The puck's in the neutral zone with about a minute left to play in the second period. It's been all Calvert Hall with under a minute to play in the second period. The battle for the division. Puck's through all the way down on the net of Braden Jones, who kicks it off. Now to the right side, it's Hall playing it deep in their own zone. Calvert Hall on the far right boards. Slowing it down again. Bodies going flying with 35 seconds remaining. It's kept in, down low. It looks like it's Shahady, maybe Dietz now. Looking on the far right side, Calvert Hall has it, looking long. Intercepted by Byrne. Byrne can't get it in the zone with 19 seconds remaining. A late comeback would be needed. Slowing it down. A chance here. Out in front. Save. Rebounder. Oh, it's off the post. A chance to tie it as the puck is moved into the neutral zone. Back to the right side with 1 second left. Fired on net. It's a bit late. And the period comes to an end with Calvert Hall still in front. After two, it's a 20-minute intermission, and we'll be back with you. It's Calvert Hall, MSJ, the third period of play, coming back in 20 minutes. "15 minutes is all we have left. The third period of play with Calvert Hall in front. A story that if you said to me would be happening, I would not believe, because Calvert Hall needs a Cinderella run to clinch the championships as the 1 seed. The scenario is simple on paper, but for it to be done is near impossible. They would have to beat St. Joe tonight. They already beat Spalding last week. They have to beat St. Joe next week and then Spalding next week. Down to the final 15 from the Ice World. I talked to Coach, and during intermission we were talking about getting pucks on net and what is the occasion if this game ends in a tie. And if the game ends in a tie, Mount St. Joe's will clinch the championship game. If St. Joe's loses, they'll have their chance next Wednesday at the Gardens Ice House. Trailing 1, the hope is a miraculous comeback. Braden Jones with a shutout on the line, playing perfect hockey right now. Will it stay that way? The third period of play coming up next. For the final time tonight, the division could be decided in the next 15 minutes. From Ice World in Edgewood, Maryland. For the final time tonight, the third period of play is underway with a face-off win by Mount St. Joe's, which goes almost all the way back on the net of Nathan Carr, but doesn't. Kicked off to the far left boards. Mount St. Joe's slowing it down. It's captain Jake Borman throwing it on the boards. Now in the neutral zone, a race forward. It looks like it's Ty Byrne. Slowing it down on the near left boards. It's going to be a nice move by Warner. Taken right away by Calvert Hall. Off to the right side. Hall clears it down. Now slows it down behind the net of Carr. Out in front of Chance. Poke check by Carr. It's still there, and Carr holds on to it. $14:28 is what they have left. Time is ticking. Face off from the right side of Nathan Carr. It is won by Mount St. Joe's. Clear down around, taken away by Denenfelser. Denenfelser from the right, fired on net as it kicks off the side of the net. Looking out up top, a chance, and didn't. The bench cheered. They thought it went in. The puck didn't. There was no signal. Another chance now. St. Joe turning it into a rush of their own. Winding out from the left, contention by Mount St. Joe's. It's Eric Beta taking the puck away. Beta looking down low on the tip, can't land as players are slipping left and right. Zorn on the ice. A race for a huge reverse hit as I think there may be a penalty called on Mount St. Joe. A player is down. As high sticking is the call on, I'm still wondering what the call is. It seemed like a player for Calvert Hall went to the box. As no, it's a penalty on Graham Mumford. Calvert Hall will go on the power play. I do think Calvert Hall, first man advantage of the night, trying to extend their lead to 2 in this division sealing game. Eric Beta got called for high sticking from the left side of Nathan Carr. Face off 1 by Mount St. Joe's and cleared all the way down. The kill begins. Jones comes out of his net. As contention, it wasn't Beta, it's Mumford. Beta takes it away, shorthanded. Out in the neutral zone, slowing it down, walking in, Jackson Camden clears it back down. 20 seconds have gone by, and they clear it down and in again. Jones slows it down. Contention by Curry. Curry places it in the bottom left corner. Curry holds it on the boards. Slowing it down now, Calvert Hall takes it away, trying to start a rush of their own. They're going to slow it down, back into the neutral zone. Here comes the Calvert Hall rush. Kicks off to the left side, fired on and a glove save by Nathan Carr. With 1:12 remaining on the Hall man advantage. This might be that momentum shifter that MSJ needs. At the same time, this could be that momentum shifter that Calvert Hall needs. The momentum is mainly in Hall's favor right now from the right side, and Nathan Carr face-off win by Mount St. Joe's, who clears it all the way down. A beautiful clear job by Warner. Behind the net of Jones, slowing it down. Moving it in the neutral zone, here comes Calvert Hall. Denenfelser takes it himself. Ian Denenfelser keeps it on the left side. Denenfelser passes it up top. It's cleared on the boards, and it's up and out with 41 seconds left on this man advantage. Braden Jones is still perfect. For about 2 1/4 of this game. From the left side of Nathan Carr. Face off one by Calvert Hall from the blue line. Fires on net, saved by Carr's stick. Kicks off to the right with about 35 seconds left on the power play. Huge hit laid as it's down low, playing it deep, slowing it down behind the net of Carr. Calvert Hall looking to move it on the boards, not able to, and it's cleared by Mount St. Joe's. Braden Jones now passing it out. It's the captain taking it himself. Byrne races. The captain with some speed in the slot. Oh, and he shoots wide. With just 8 seconds left on the power play. Up top, slows it down from the right side. Back to the left. Fired, backdoor chance, tipped and goes wide. Power play comes to an end. Another chance is cleared on the boards. Slowing it down. Now out of the neutral zone. A rush for Mount St. Joe's, who's trying to tie the game. Fired on net, and it goes wide. Out on the near boards for the blue line, and a player down on the ice for Calvert Hall. The player down is Rocco Malandro. Malandro down on the ice, not getting up. We'll be back after this. Malandro is up and off the ice. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play in this one. 11:26 remains in the third. Trailing 1-0 is MSJ. Eyeing for their tying goal. Face-off upcoming from the right wing circle, closest to Braden Jones. Powell on the face-off. The line is Dietz, Powell, Krieger. Face-off won by Calvert Hall, taken away by Krieger. Krieger slows it down. Turnaround shot on a tough angle, goes wide. Dietz fakes it. Sanchez back for Dietz. Dietz gives it away. Calvert Hall takes it, and they move it in the neutral zone. Ian Denenfelser gets checked to the ground as Shahady on the check.
Now taking away, beautiful poke check by MSJ, forcing a turnover as Dietz in the neutral zone. 10:50 remains in this third period of play. 1-0 Calvert. Hall leads. The puck's taken away by Hall into the neutral zone. It's 18. Taken by MSJ. A one-touch pass has a man. It's Dietz, and offsides is called. Ian Denenfelser, the only goal scorer today so far in this 1-0 game. Called a tough offsides there with 10:40 remaining in the third. In such a close game. From the left neutral zone. Closest to Braden Jones, who has perfect hockey on the line. 10:40 remains in the third to decide the division. Face-off won by Calvert. Hall. Clearing on the boards. Hall takes it themselves from the right side. Slowing it down, fired on it, saved by Card. Puck is loose. Looking out as now contested on the near boards. Here comes Ty Byrne flying in by himself. Fires, almost misses, back door. Now the shot goes wide again. Byrne to play it in deep. Now taking by number 4 for Calvert. Hall. Back in the neutral zone. Hall trying to start a rush of their own from the left side. Clearing it all the way down. Carter come out behind the net to play the puck. Now given away. Shot goes wide for the blue line. Fired on net. Tipped and goes wide again. A chance back door here. Tough Engelman saved by Nathan Carr with 9:57 remaining in the third. Waiting for their chance. Taking their time. With time ticking from the left side of Nathan Carr. Won by the Gaels. Slowing it down, looking in the neutral zone. Almost lands on the stick. A race for it for Dietz. Icing is waved off. It's Curry. Curry. Now Beta. Beta slows it down with a nice toe drag. Eric Beta on the far boards. Intercepted by Calvert. Hall. Beta with another turnover. Puck's cleared all the way down. Icing's waved off. Sanchez now. A one-touch out for Beta. Beta on the far boards. A race for it. It's going to be Curry. Trying to get there. Not able to. Curry behind the net. Racing for it. Ryan Curry will get there this time. Curry to the blue line. Sanchez. Shot goes wide as he clears it out and around. Contention down low. Up top. Sanchez to play the puck. It's out of the zone. Sanchez flicks it in. With 9 minutes left in this one. The pressure needs to come now. MSJ looking for their chance. It's Sanchez laying a slap shot from way downtown. Goes wide. Beta clears it out and around. Sanchez in the neutral zone, resetting with 8:40 remaining in this one. Back on the left boards. Big check. Throwing him to the ground and back in the neutral zone. Calvert. Hall will reset. It's Denenfelser. Puck's cleared all the way back down. Carr to play the puck. Calvert. Hall's line's changing. Puck's cleared down in the neutral zone. Intercepted by Hall. Hall trying to start the finishing job in this one. Playing it in deep. Off to the right boards. It's Calvert. Hall. Looking for their maybe game-leading or game-winning goal here because they already have the lead. Puck's cleared on the far left boards. Now all the way back down. Camden with 8 minutes remaining in this one. Taking it on the near boards. Camden gets rocked as the puck's kept in the neutral zone. Intercepted, and here comes Calvert. Hall winding out from the right. Opportunity, fires! Oh, and he misses. As a player went skating into the net with 7:40 left to play. To decide the division, Calvert Hall needs to win 3 straight. And right now, it's been all Calvert Hall. From the left side of Carr. Won by Calvert Hall. Looking. Slowing it down on the left boards. Dendenfelser clears it back down and in. Intercepted by MSJ. Looking out now, a one touch. As a race for it, it looks like it's Dietz chasing after it. Dietz almost given away in front of the net. Huge hit laid by Powell. Now it's Krieger. Backhand shot, whiffs. A chance. It's Dietz out in front. What a save! Braden Jones says no. Oh, a huge check after play. And there could be a penalty. Oh, that was a huge check. Shahadi's down. And a penalty will be called. MSJ's chances right now. Momentum shifted after a terrible cross check by Jack Tanton. Face-off coming up from the right side. Curry to take it with Camden to the right, or to the left, and Zorin to the right. The second man advantage goes to work on the day. Face-off one off the face-off, out for Bita. Bita slows it down for the blue line. Bita. Back now, it goes to Borman, the captain. Borman fires on net, save. Puck is loose and cleared. Mount St. Joe's eyeing for their opening goal here, trying to find a heartbeat in the third period. As the pass out to Zorin from the left. Zorin slows it down low, wraps around. Bita, or Curry, up top Borman. Borman, cross ice, slows it down. Bita, wraps around. Bita keeps it. Zorin, up top Camden. Camden walks in, whiffs on his shot. Now it's Curry as the puck is cleared. Borman with 1:11 remaining on the man advantage. It's Camden now. Camden falls over, throws it in the zone. Calvert Hall will most likely clear. They won't. Puck's taken back as a hold could have been called there. Now down low, referee's in the way. And Bita up top, a chance, and he mishandles it. Borman gives it away as Carr comes out to play it. Can't get it out, no one in the net. And what a play by Nathan Carr, leading a rush here. Mount St. Joe's from the right side, fires, oh, it goes wide. Down from the blue line, fire, tip, save, loose, scores! Cole Zorin ties the game at 1. Cole Zorin, it's a power play goal! And Mount St. Joe's is right back in this one. From center ice with 5:44 left in the third period, we got a new game in Edgewood, Maryland. Face-off won by the Cardinals, taken right back by MSJ, and they're going to take it right down and in. Winding out from the right, fired on it, oh, and it goes up and out. What a shot by Jackson Krieger. On a rebounder in front, Cole Zorin tips it in. And MSJ ties it from the left side of Jones, won by the Cardinals. Now taken away as Krieger going to grab it, not able to get there. As the puck's taken back, it's going to be Calvert Hall who clears it out and around. 5:20 remains in this third period of play. Puck's cleared on the boards, out in the neutral zone. Huge hit laid. And now it's out. It's Dietz. Beautiful move. Dietz on the near boards. A one-touch behind the net taken away by Calvert Hall. As they'll clear it out and around. Moving it in the neutral zone. Back around again behind the net of Nathan Carr. It's being held there on the far left side. Now on the near boards. Clearing it down, a race for it. A one-on-one chance. Krieger! rebound, saved, puck's loose, and that scramble, back off to the left side, and Jackson Krieger went forehand, backhand, and a miss. Now for the blue line, slap shot laid, tipped and saved in front, kicks off behind the net, Krieger lays a hit, now it's back out to the blue line and cleared all the way down. Icing will be called. Jackson Krieger with the chance to maybe bury a leading goal for the number 1 seed was just missed. Face-off upcoming from the right side. Aaron Werner to take it. Warner loses it. Back out to the right side, cleared all the way to the left. A race forward in the neutral zone to Ian Denenfelser. Trying to change the game here as congestion left and right. Denenfelser, a poke check would have been offside with 4 minutes remaining in this third period of play, all tied at 1 here in Edgewood, Maryland. From the left side, it's Calvert Hall. A hit that could have been called a trip, no call on the far right boards. Now cleared all the way down and out and around from the right side. Slowing it down, Calvert Hall takes possession and cleared out from the blue line. Offsides is called with 3:37 left to play in the third. A reminder, if the game ends all tied at 1, MSJ would clinch. But still, it's only a matter of time in a division like this. All it takes is one goal from the right neutral zone closest to Nathan Carr. Face-off won by the Gaels as they find a rush here. It's Mount St. Joe's back around Torbert. Backdoor Curry. Oh, and the puck goes loose. It's Curry looking back for Shahady. Won't be found. Now intercepted. It's Calvert Hall. Back in the neutral zone, can't get it in there. A race for it. Dietz blocks the puck, and it's cleared all the way in the neutral zone. Shahady racing for it. Shahady behind his own net with 3 minutes remaining in this third period, almost given away to Denenfelser. Clearing it out in the neutral zone. A race for it. Now on the near boards for Calvert Hall. Taken away. As with 2:40 left to play, it's going to be Zorin trying to keep it himself. Cole Zorin slows it down. Fire save, puck's loose, and Jones is on it. And a cross check landed on Shahady. Cole Zorin had his chance again. As the lines change, Powell will take the face-off upcoming from the left side of Jones with 2:35 remaining in the third, all tied at 1. Powell loses the face-off, but Krieger contests. Looking out up top to the blue line, shot goes wide as Dietz contests. It's Calvert Hall now, needing a win to stay in. It's going to be Powell intercepted. Denenfelser starting to rush here. 2-on-1 building. Denenfelser from the right slows it down. Fired is blocked. Rebounder. It's saved. And here comes the Gaels, riding their horses down the ice. It's Dietz intercepted. And here comes Calvert Hall again with 2 minutes remaining. Fired on net, saved by Nathan Carr, and he throws it out behind the net. Slowing it down on the near boards. It's Calvert Hall trying to take it away, and they do. Fired on net, tipped, puck's loose, a chance, and it gets saved again. Puck's moved down in the neutral zone. Trying to lead the pass, it won't go. Blocked in the neutral zone. Now it's Powell firing it in deep with 1:40 left to play. MSJ's probably going to start playing safe hockey here. It's fired on net, goes behind the net. Now contention, Byrne. Byrne, a race for it. Now intercepted. Here comes the Gaels. Winding out. Slows it down. Warner fires. Tipped and goes wide. Back door. Their chance for glory right there with 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining. Back in the neutral zone. It's the Gaels trying to start something. Cleared down and in. 1 minute remains in the third period. All tied at 1. Byrne plays it deep, contesting. Byrne can't get his stick there. Here comes Calvert Hall on a rush of their own, back in the neutral zone, cleared all the way down with 45 seconds remaining. Looking out in the neutral zone, it will land. It's MSJ on a rush of their own. Tough angle, fired, it goes off as Felon's shot goes wide. Another chance for Hall, trying to start it late. A stick goes flying. Denenfelser tries to take it himself, as it can't. Off to the right side, heavy contention. It's Calvert Hall from the blue line. 21 seconds remain. Fired on net, tip save, goes wide. Now behind the net, looking, still there, cleared all the way out, and icing will be called with 11 seconds remaining. Timeout is called. 10.6 remains. Cole Zorin on the power play tied the game. My question is, since this is for the division, does Calvert Hall pull their goalie? I could see that happening. I mean, you have nothing to lose. And it looks like they'll keep Braden Jones in. Since this is an MIAA matchup, I do not think it goes to shootouts. Face-off upcoming from the right. It's won by Hall, off the face-off, fired on net, save, puck's loose, a cross-check, and out to the near boards from the blue line, fired on net, save, puck is loose, it's still there, and this one is over. And they're discussing, I wonder what's being discussed. As both teams are discussing, I mean, the referees are discussing, some players are staying on the ice. And this one is going to shootout for the division. To decide the division, we're going to shootouts. First shooting is Calvert Hall, winding out from the right. Slowing it down, walks in on Carr. Fires, saved by Nathan Carr on the first shot. Now shooting from out St. Joe's is number 12, Jackson Krieger. Calvert Hall, 0 for 1 so far. It's Krieger. Taking the shot here, walks in slowly. He's going to take it in wide left. Handles the stick, forehand, backhand, slows it down for the left wing circle. Deeks a bit, fires, and saved by Braden Jones' stick. And we're still tied at 1. Now shooting for Calvert Hall is Aiden Twohy. Twohy takes it himself. Slows it down wide right on Nathan Carr. Twohy crosses the blue line, walks in, forehand, backhand, fires, and it's stopped by Nathan Carr. Now for Mount St. Joe's. It looks like it's Jackson Camden. Walks in slowly from the right. Camden walks in, fires! It's saved. It was Ryan Curry, not Camden. Shooting for Calvert Hall is Rocco Malandro. Malandro trying to give Hall the lead. Malandro widens out to the left. A slow roll in. Forehand, backhand, sticks forehand, and saved by Nathan Carr on one of the most miraculous saves I've ever seen. And with the season on the line. It looks like it's Eric Bita. Or it's Dietz. Walks in, fires, scores! A beauty for Bita! And for the first time in nearly 6 years, the Mount St. Joseph Gaels are your number one seed! Mount St. Joe's, the final 2-1 in shootouts. Eric Bita scoring his 6th of the season and shootout winner. And on February 12th, it will be Mount St. Joe's in the MIAA Championships, which I will be covering for the MIAA. The final 2-1 from Ice World in Edgewood, Maryland. The Gaels are off to the championship. The final 2-1, the 3 stars of the game. Third star will be for Calvert Hall. Ian Denenfelser getting the day started on a beautiful goal scored on the far side of me. The second star of the game will go Nathan Carr, who played an absolute outstanding game, shutting out Calvert Hall in shootouts. And the first star of the game is going to be Eric Bita, sealing the deal in shootouts. I'm Aviv Glazer signing off from Edgewood, Maryland. Have a great night.